Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, remember to hit subscribe and hit that bell notification so you get all the latest updates whenever I release a new video. I'm pretty excited about today's. I'm just going to keep it really raw and show you a ton of riding. Last night I was talking with my buddy Fred from ESKATE Unity, shout out to him, and he was asking me about these new tires, and I was telling him, you know, I don't have a setup I can throw these on right now. He's like, why don't you just swap the tires that are on the Acedeck with these? And I'm like, well, I don't want to have to redo my gearing and everything. And he's like, no, just change the rubber. And I'm like, you're totally right. I didn't even think of it. So that's what I did. I pulled the 8-inch tires off of the hubs and I put on the new BKB 150 millimeter tires. And these things are awesome. If you want the quick and dirty, these are my new favorite 6-inch tire for sure. Right now they're only like $11.50 per tire and tube set, so head over and just buy them. So I did the quick swap. I threw them on last night and I took it out at 50 psi, and at 50 psi they were pretty dang hard. That's what they recommend on the tire, at least, is 50, but with my weight being about 135 pounds, with my gear maybe 145 pounds, I usually ride my tires at about 30 to 35 psi, and that's what I'd recommend a lot of people try these at. I took it out this morning, that's what you're seeing this footage of, at 30 psi, and you could feel a huge difference. Now, the sidewalls of these tires definitely are stiffer than a rounded profile tire, and I think they just have to be. I think you need a little bit more rigidity in your sidewalls so that you can accomplish having a flatter profile. If you think about it, the rounded shape doesn't have a really hard sidewall because it doesn't have a super defined sidewall. For you to have that corner to make the top flat, you just need a stiffer sidewall. So I will say these are not as comfortable as like a Hoda or even a Sunmate, but it's not a huge difference. It's not like these are really, really uncomfortable. And I would trade these over those tires pretty much any day. I do like the Hodas still, but this flat profile makes you feel so planted, it's ridiculous. So today I took the board out. I thought I'd do just like a few mile ride. I ended up doing like 18 miles. I absolutely love them. They're so much fun, and it completely changes how this board feels. The board becomes a lot more alive and just a lot more nimble. The riding feel is just completely different. The planted feeling though that you get on these tires is so good. The grip is outstanding. I had no slipping at all. Even in the dirt, which you'll see later on, it was way grippy. Obviously, if you push really hard in like loose dirt though, you're gonna slide out. I don't care what tires you're on, but these performed really, really well. The tread pattern is awesome on them, and I think they're gonna wear really nicely. There's a lot of meat on the bone here, so it's not like a really thin tread. You got some serious tread in there. So those are my main kind of first impressions of these tires. I like the grip. I like the feeling of being super planted to the ground and super stable. They felt very well balanced. I felt no wobbling at all. I was holding, so on this board now, when you drop down to a 6-inch tire, you're gonna drop your top speed down to about 31, 32 miles an hour. I think it's like 31 and a half, or basically 32 miles an hour. And I was just holding 32 like it was nothing. This thing feels fantastically stable. A lot of that has to do with the trucks, but having unbalanced tires, you would start to feel like instability. And since these are very balanced, you definitely feel stable. So I'm going to leave it at that. There's a few chapters in here you can start to jump around. I have mostly street riding in the beginning there, and then off-roading in the end, full on in rocks and gravel. A little bit of grass. Most of the grass was so wet I didn't want to ride in it today, but it did fine in the little bit that I did ride. And through rocks that I would never ride through, it did awesome. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sorry about the wind noise. I'm working on it. But I didn't want to add any music. I thought you guys could just hear how the board sounds, and if you absolutely hate the sound of the wind, just mute this thing and play some music on your own. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below, and I will see you guys on the next ride.